Spencer, it finished in a 1-1 draw at home with Weymouth this afternoon. How are you feeling after a point at home?
Well, gutted, obviously, when you miss a penalty in stoppage time. Yeah, it's an entertaining game, I thought first half, I thought we dominated it, but let's face it, we're 1-0 down. Their ball hits the inside of the post and goes in. We've hit the post twice. Jack Turner, let's not forget, has made 2 fabulous saves. So could have been 3-2 to them, believe it or not, at half time. I thought it was sort of a bit basketball. I thought we were quite poor, but second half, complete domination from start to finish. I mean, Jack literally says he's not had a save to make, and we've absolutely bombarded them. I want to see the penalty on Michael. I mean, that looks absolutely stonewall penalty. It's an absolute shocker. Both the ref and linesman should be giving that. Obviously, we get ourselves level, and it's, again, complete dominance, but our shooting wasn't good enough. We had some fabulous chances, loads of set pieces. They really couldn't get out their half. They're hanging on for dear life for 47-8 minutes. And then, of course, you get the penalty in stoppage time, and our penalty hoodoo comes to hit us again. So, look, we're disappointed, but we're still unbeaten at home. I thought the reaction from half-time, the changes we made, I thought was very, very good. And, I also want to give Weymouth some credit. They came with a game plan. They got their goal. I thought they started, bright with us as well. I just thought it was a poor quality game most of the first half, but said we've hit the post twice. We didn't want to get out of gear again, which is an issue we've just dealt with downstairs. And yeah, we came in probably undeservedly behind, but as I said, Jack's made a couple of saves. It could have been second half complete dominance, and I'm disappointed, of course, that we should have, with the amount of chances we've had, too many shots over the bar. Keeper's made a great save from Reggie, stonewall penalty, we think, and credit Weymouth for hanging in for such a long period of time. They're working really hard for Bobby, so good, a good reaction from them, and we're very disappointed, especially when you miss a penalty in stoppage time. But another point, I suppose, unbeaten still at home, and you saw how good we can be, certainly second half.
How pleased were you with response to going behind in the first half?
Well, again, it's another poor start to a game. I said we've hit the post twice, but Jack Turner's made 2 great saves. So, things when they're not going your way, when they've, their shot hits the post and goes in, 2 of our shots smack it and come out. So, things weren't going your way. It was almost what else can go wrong. We lost Sid Nelson this morning to illness. It looked like it could be one of those days, but yeah, look, I thought second half we were relentless, and we certainly gave the crowd who really cheered us on. It was an entertaining game. We were flying at it, and as I said, I'm disappointed with the referee. I thought had a decent game, but he's missed a really bad one there, him and the linesman. But it's what it is. I hope they even themselves out. But we're back to our penalty hoodoo, and we should have won the game, but we haven't, and we're still unbeaten, and we move on.
And was that the reaction you wanted from the players after Tuesday's game?
I mean, Tuesday, it's well known, I was really angry. My biggest anger is we got back to 2-1 with 35 minutes to go playing down the hill, and I really did expect us to kick on from that, and we didn't. I know we had a man sent off, but we didn't. And the players have to know that, we work really hard at this football club, and the club supports us really well. We got ourselves in a good position, and you can't turn up and perform like that. And I was really angry, and when I look back to the fond day, I'm still happy with what I had to say. The players need to know this. I think a few of them did look at the league table. But you've also got to understand, when you look back at it, why are we going to Chippenham on a Tuesday night, and then Torquay already on a Tuesday night? Now we're going to Yeovil on a Tuesday night, and we've called the league. I've spoken to the league for an hour 2 months ago. They asked me to put it in writing, just nothing. And I appreciate I'm not going to change it now, but we're now playing a pro side on Tuesday night. I mean, it's not fair. It's not an excuse, but it makes it extra tough when players are working, travelling often 5 hours to get to that game, and then motorway's always closed. I think it's really got to be looked at next year, but everyone's got to play everyone. But it makes it extra hard. But I just felt we let ourselves down on Tuesday, and the players needed to know that. And we talked about it briefly on training on Wednesday night, and we're all smiling again. And I'm more disappointed with the first half today. I just didn't think we did enough. I thought it was an even game, a basketball game. The second half, I thought we were excellent, bar our finishing.
Yep, and it doesn't get any easier on Tuesday as we go to 13 unbeaten Yeovil Town. What's your plan for that game?
Well, we've told Yeovil it's Wednesday night. I think that's one option. I think we're going to ask our fabulous supporters to find the home players' addresses and start having drums outside them the night before. I mean, I think there's 13 straight wins, not unbeaten. 2 national sides dispatched comfortably. They're on a fabulous strain of form, and as I've just said, it's not right. Our fixtures, they're not right. I know you've got to play everyone, but it's scandalous what's happening to us in such a quick period of time. But look, we will go there. We've got to play everyone. I think we've had one defeat in 8 or 9 or 10 or something, you know. So we're a good side, but everything's against us. They'll recover. They're full-time pros and they'll turn up and play the game. But they're going to lose at some point, and you know we've got some good players, and you know we're actually, of course, I can throw all the cliches out. We're looking forward to it, because if you don't, what's the point in going? You know, and everything is up against us. But you know, with the greatest respect to Yeovil, having a fantastic run, great team, but I don't think they're going to win 40 straight games. So someone's going to end it, and why can't it be us? You know, I said everything is against us, but you know what I want's an improvement again. And you know, again, it's tonight. We looked at things in our selection today. We had to take a view into what's going to happen on Tuesday night. Obviously, Eden's suspended, so we've had to look who can handle the games, who's working, who's travelling, to try and put out a competitive side against a wonderful side. But we will give it absolutely everything and do our very best. And said from that perspective, I'm looking forward to it. And as I said, we need a reaction from what happened at Chippenham. But it couldn't be any harder, and as I said, maybe we'll try something else. I don't know, whatever it might be. We'll have to come up with something to try and put them off. But look, you know, all quality to them. They're on a fabulous run. But we know our fans will also make this massive trip, and this is what I keep telling the players. You know, it's tough. So you know, we've got to make sure we put on a show, whatever happens. And so we've got some really good players. So let's embrace it.
And finally, have you got an update on some of the players we haven't seen recently, the likes of Jack Ball, Adam Pace, Jaden Davis?
Yeah, very quickly, Jaden Davis, we'd agreed to terminate the loan with Crawley, and he was going to go out to a Step 3 side. Unfortunately, due to FA and EFL rules, that cannot now happen until January, so he's still with us, till Jan. Hasn't made the squad. Jack Ball is still a couple of weeks away. He was doing a little bit of straight running today, so he's a few weeks away. And Adam Pace has now gone on loan to Hartley. He was on loan at Sholing, and Kanye is still there, though there's some paperwork still to do, but I believe he's still there. He's on a season-long loan. So, yeah, we've got a lot of players that we're still looking at. Have I missed anybody there? So, you know, we've got players that Sid Nelson, as I said, was ill today. So he wasn't in contention. So look, we're trying to keep going. There's still one or two that probably need to go out. I don't envisage anyone coming in at the moment. You know, we have to balance books, and it's tough. And you know, we have to look at suspensions and injuries and illnesses, and particularly when it's these Tuesday nights. It's said, I don't want to harp on about that. It's grossly unfair, but you know, I'll be looking forward to when we're playing once a week, and that's the way it should be planned. You shouldn't be travelling so far consistently on Tuesday nights. It's not right. We've all got to play the same games, but you know, players are doing well out there. We're keeping abreast on them. They're regularly training with us, and you know, we wish them luck on their loan clubs, and then we'll see where we are as we move forward.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and good luck for Tuesday.
Thanks a lot, Don.